Now, I like to start from scratch. For sudden dev, I want to start right at the very beginning. I don't want to use like puppets and stuff. But here's the thing. What if we used Ian St. Artist's assets, and that could be a requirement? So if you don't use an Ian St. Artist asset, doesn't count. I know. No, it'll count. But let me show you. If you just look up Ian, and I hope that that's not too much effort. Look, if you're in your thing, let's go to My Creations, and let's just start with something, right? New element, new scene. Come down here to your search, and you type in Ian St. Artist. You're going to find what you need. So take your time to do that now, so that way you're not wasting time during the jam. Pull up Ian St. Artist. You'll find him eventually. Look at all these people who aren't Ian posting stuff that looks like Ian. Okay, here we go. There he is. Wonderful creator, environmental asset creator of the Dreams universe. Like, truly, so many wonderful things. If you want some help finding things that you can use, Ian St. Artist has collections. Look at this. Look at all this stuff. You're not going to run out of things. So yeah, so I'm going to say that the theme is Ian St. Artist, all right? We're going to use Ian St. Artist assets. Now, there's a prompt, okay? There's a prompt. And the prompt is time. Yes, time. Why do I say time? Because Ian St. Artist has a game series called Time Looper, and it's a very cool one. You should check it out. It's gorgeous. There's a 1, there's a 2, media molecule pick. Number 1, I can't place it. I know that. Number 1 in Time Traveler's Jam. So we want to do time. Time travel, time jumping, time rewinding. I don't care. Time. Time is the prompt, and we're going to use Ian St. Artist assets. However many you want, however few you want, at least 1. All right? Anyone have any questions about that? Great. I think we're ready to start. Okay, let's get this countdown up on the screen. I wish I had sound effects for that. Yeah, it just takes time. It takes time to get back set up after, you know, like a move. All right, there we go. Restart that timer. Pause it right now. Are you ready? If you're not ready, you better let me know, because we're about to jump into it. I got my scene ready. I got my asset collection ready. Let's go. Sudden Dev begins right now. Okay, great. 2, 1, blammo. Timer start. We got 1 hour to make a game. The prompt is time travel, and you must use Ian St. Artist assets. Okay, so I need to already look it up again, which is fine. I'm totally fine with that. What is that? Is that terrible? I mean, am I wasting a minute? Yeah, that's okay. We can always do an extension at the end for like 5 minutes if needed. All right, what are we going to start with? I need to start with something. Paintings. Let's go with nature. I mean, definitely the skull. Okay, the skull. Of course, we must use the skull. That is obvious. I mean, especially with time, right? Like life or death. It seems like it makes sense. Ian actually has a hiking puppet and a mountain rescue guy. Let's do a mountain rescue guy. I don't really know what makes that different, but we'll find out. So I'm gonna take a skull. I'm gonna take a puppet, and then let's get an environmental situation. Whoa. Look at all these. I mean, you can't stop Ian, and why should you? All right, let's get this collection. The cool thing is about his element collections are they sort of arrange a bunch of different assets in like a grab bag. It's like a palette you can pick from and use what you like. So we've got some cookies with some water and some trees. We've got mountains. Great. This will be great. So this can be our like little backdrop and some extra things. All right, this is fine. This is totally fine. I'm totally gonna make it. Good luck, everyone. Indeed. Much love to you, Mr. Fu, as well. Thank you for coming through. And yeah, hopefully I'll be up on Discord again soon once SurvivEscape collaboration is all the way off its feet again, which this is just the beginning of that. Okay, so I need a game. What do I want it to be? Well, I want it to be obvious that it's a game. Let me check out this puppet first so I know what I'm working with here. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to make sure it's on force possession. That way it's not going to be, because I don't think we're not going to be possessing different things. So we might as well just keep that simple. Okay, controller. Right here. Open up the controller sensor and it's already force possessed. There you go. So if you use the same puppet for the jam, it's already ready to go in that regard. All right, let's hit play. Let's see what we got. Do we have a game yet? Oh my goodness. Well, this is interesting. Okay. I'm not sure how we got here, but this is a game. I mean, this is a game. Like, I'm done. I'm done. Look at that. All right. So you can see we've got like some pants and some shirt. Great. Why am I over here? Oh, because I put it there. No, I didn't. How'd I get there? There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm gonna not use this asset. let's grab those assets later. Yeah, because honestly, like I don't really know if I can deal with all the slowdowns. So what I'll do is I'll start making it first, and then we can add in the scenery later. But we've got Ian's skull. Not Ian's skull, but a skull by Ian. And this rescue hiker. So what do we do? Well, the skull, let's make it a collectible. That doesn't make sense. Is it something you... Let's make it an enemy. Let's make a boss fight. Yeah, let's make a boss fight. Let's go full Joe Ryan here. Joe Ryan, Ian St. Artist collab. You never knew you needed. That isn't actually what that is. We're going to make a skull boss. So the boss is going to be attacking our hiker rescuer here for some reason. You know, they were just going for a regular old hike rescue, and, you know, it's sometimes turns out there's a giant evil skull trying to kill you. And that's, you know, it's just the way it is. It's just the world we live in today. So I guess we should look at some health. I'm gonna not use Ian's puppet stuff because I'm sure there's some great things in there, but I don't really have time to try and figure out how it all works. I'm sure it works well. So I'm just going to do what I like to do. I'm gonna use a counter for hit points. So we've got a counter. What am I gonna bump this up to? Let's say 20. You got 20 hit points, keeping it real basic. You know, I do love the idea of innovating outside of the normal game conventions, like hit points. But for the short jam situation, you know, we'll oblige for now, and maybe we'll get better at not needing that. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to be able to subtract health, so the boss can attack us. This is a node. It will go into the decrease count, so that way it can be the damage manifest. And then I'll take one more, and that will go into getting health. So I'll make this like a flag and make it green or blue, and then make this one a skull, and it's red because red is bad. Okay, so that's damage, and then that's healing. Wonderful. Now what? I'm going to change this color because it's kind of hard to see the wires. This is something that bothers me a lot. So changing the microchip color, it kind of helps. Pops a little better. Can help out. Okay. Now that we've got that, what is this? This is clearly our, I'm going to say, proxy puppet. It's like, you know, we're not actually going to put it all on Ian's puppet because I don't have capacity to figure that out right now. So this is our proxy puppet where things like its HP will go. I guess I'll make a boss chip, a chip that is just for the boss. Skull Boss. Just say boss. Just say boss. The rest is just floofy floof. I guess we could make it look a little mean. It's just a skull. It's not mean. This is smiling. To be fair, this is I don't think a skull is smiling. I feel like a skull just doesn't have a face. Cool. So for the boss, we're also gonna want hit points. And I don't know, do we want it to heal? I guess so. I don't know. That's a little complex. Let's just not have it heal. And we're gonna give it, let's say 3 times the health as the player. So we'll make it 60. And it's got all its health right off the bat. So now we've got a nice little input port for the damage that we do to the boss. And we have an input port for the health gaining and draining of our puppet. So I'm going to save it. Just get that baseline down. I wouldn't want to find out that I should have done that all along. What is this? This is Skull Boss in Mountains Rescue. Skull Boss Mountain Rescue. Let's go. Makes sense, I guess. So the player needs to know, what is the game? How do I play it? I mean, it says boss in the title, but I want to go further. So, I mean, we could have us getting attacked, right? That's a possibility. Yeah, let's just have it be aggressive, and it's just coming at us. So right now it doesn't look like much. Maybe we could use an Ian asset to get like a nice ground, so we're not on this default. Let's do that. All right, so I'm gonna come here. Oh, so we're all off center. Let's do that. Get that face. Oh, get that facing right. Get that facing right. Okay, now let's add some environment. I'm gonna go to Ian's profile and I'm gonna search cookie. Yeah, because Ian St. Artist has a lot of, you know, discs that have things on it that are great, and they're called cookies. You just have to trust me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you really don't understand, and I don't blame you, because what did I just say? We've got one. We've got one! Great. Let's go. Ooh, look at all these. Look at all these he puts out all nice and neat for you. All right, let's go with the water one, because that's pretty. Okay, got all that gone. Bring it in here. Zoop. And now it's a great level. It's a real level. Now, the reality is, like, we need invisible walls, right? Because otherwise, we're going to run off the edge, like, all the time. And that's not cool. So let's get some invisible walls. This is going to be interesting, considering that it's a circle. You know what? It's just going to have to be okay. Now, these walls aren't yet invisible, but they will be in time. In a lot of ways, I think that's another convention that sometimes I want to avoid, invisible walls. But, I mean, look, conventions are conventions for a reason. Oh, we got Chic in the house. Chic is someone else I was going to mod as soon as they came through. Thank you all so much for coming through and making sure it's the best stream it can be. All right. So the invisible walls, yeah, it's kind of a trope, but I mean, like, it's not so bad. Like, that's not so bad. That's okay. Because they're conventions, since they work. They get the job done. People can make games and go home and get paid and have used invisible walls. So we're gonna follow in those footsteps. I want to make sure there's no gaps, because that would be awkward. Not the end of the world, but ideally not. Okay. Oh my goodness. 48 minutes remain. I'm going to select all these walls. I'm going to drop them in a group in case we need them later or something. And I'm going to scope in, double click, and I'm just going to make them all invisible. All right, so we can't see them. And we should bump into it. Cool. Very nice. Not bad. Now, I think there's a fair argument that I should not care that my arm is getting chroma keyed, There's a fair argument there, and I'll hear it. But yeah, no. Look at that. It's like invisible. I don't have an invisible arm. Do you know how hard I work to have my arm not be invisible? I just don't think that today's the day. All right. There we go. It just ain't right. Great. So we move around. We've got a boss. Now this is water. I probably should have thought about how the water is important. Oh gosh. I'm just going to commit to it. Yeah, let's just commit to it. Oh man. So this is all just one thing, is it? Yeah. So this is all one. No, it's not. Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness it's not one sculpt. Okay, so I'm going to make this non-collidable. So this way we'll kind of sink in a little bit, right? So if we come out here and then the shoes kind of get covered up. Dope. So it's like we're underwater. It's a shallow pond. Let's see, this is a sculpt? Thank goodness. All right, so then we can actually label it. I'm going to call it, I guess, scenery. And then let's put on our puppet. Now, we do have proxy puppet stuff going on, but if it's something that needs to track with the puppet, like a trigger zone that is going to detect if we're in water or not, like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the puppet. So let's scope into that. And I'm going to actually just put away all the stuff that's on the top level. If I can. I'll try my best. Okay. Zoop. Let's get a microchip, and I'm just going to tuck it all away. Get it out my face because I just haven't got the brain power. All right. So there's all that. Now I'm going to put a trigger zone in here so that it knows when there's water. Look. It's arguably not something I should worry about, but at the same time, it's kind of a fun idea. I don't know why it's there, but why not? Okay, so this is going to be right around here. Doesn't really need to be elsewhere. I don't think you're going to be touching the ground in any other way. However, I guess I don't want it to go off unless the puppet's actual feet are in the water. So let's make it something like that. All right, and this is going to be looking for a label. So we have this trigger zone. We have the water that is a sculpt that is labeled as scenery. So I'm going to tell the trigger zone to look for a label, and then I'm going to make the label scenery. We turn off all these other ones, and we'll see things disappearing back there behind us, and only the water is left flashing. So now we know when we're in the water. And so what happens when we're in the water? Well, I don't know I doubt Ian has water sound effects because water is, like why when Media Molecule has every sound you'd ever need. With that said, I have a feeling Ian might have made something with water sounds in it. And I'm sorry, but that counts. It's an Ian saying thing. I'm putting it in there. It counts as being usable. So I'm going to make everything visible here that is logic, and I'm sure we'll see. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he didn't put water in here. Respect, okay, for letting the devs decide if they want to put water in their waterfall. On the other hand, I was really hoping. Okay, so I will just look. Okay, fine. Wait, was that a sound? Wait, I thought I saw a sound. Let me check it out. What's up, Yeah Brown? We got Yeah Brown over there on YouTube. Good to see you. I thought I saw a sound effect. Oh, it's music. Dude, I was like, we're in good shape. Okay, so let's actually just look for water sounds from Media Molecule. Also, totally fair game. And I think it's important because the water sound is going to help communicate that we are in the water, which is important, I guess. Sound effect. 43 minutes remain. Holy moly. This is not all Media Molecule. That's okay. Water sloshing. I love it. Let's go. I don't know whose this is. Thank you for making it. Goddess bless the Dreamiverse. I'm going to open up the puppet. Actually, let's just do the main puppet ship. And then we'll have the trigger zone go directly into it. I guess we could try to make it loop. What is that like? Is that going to be really weird? I'm going to go get a switch so I can just test this real quick. Oh, that sounds bad. Maybe we could add a little delay. Oh, yeah. That sounds like water, if I've ever heard it. So bad. Okay, hold on. See? Oh. Let's go with this one. This one looks popular. It doesn't make sense though. Let's do a start time offset maybe. That didn't work. Oh, I see. So like maybe if we just make it this little section. Is that how it works? That's just when it starts. What's at the end? Oh, it loops the whole thing? How does that make sense? Okay, let's go into the sound edit and we'll do it the real way. I'm going to clip this like that until we just get the section we want. I don't know what section that is. Okay. It's a little shorter. Be shorter. Be even shorter for me. Short. We're wading through the water. It's a little intense, but I think we can work with it. All right, and then maybe we could speed it up. Nice. Works for me. Great. So whenever the trigger zone detects the puppet in the water, yeah, we don't hear anything. So I think that's because the trigger zone isn't actually seeing it. I'll show you why. The trigger zone, oh, maybe I don't know why. Let's make this bigger. Maybe that'll help. Detection? Oh my, looking for a label. The label is scenery. Doesn't matter if it's visible or invisible. What? Oh, there we go. Okay, we need to change the visibility or something. Great. So now we walk through here. There's water sounds. We come here, no water sounds. Great. We did it. We're artists. Okay. Now, I want us to slow down in there. I'm going to use a keyframe for this. I'm going to hop into the puppet settings. So I'm going to want to scope in until we see this little ring underneath the puppet's feet. I'm going to open that up and let's slow it down. Slow it way down. That might be too slow. We'll see. And we should hook it up. Where is that? It's up here. So when the trigger zone goes off, we also want us to slow down. All right. Very slow. Goodness gracious. So then this is almost bringing up this like mechanic where you stay on the outside instead of going inside, which is kind of cool, actually. What a weird game. Okay. This is a weird game. So there's that. We've got water. Now, what about the boss? So the boss is moving. How does it move? What does it decide to do to move? Let's just keep it stupid simple and... Well, if nothing else, we want it to face the player, right? We want it to say, there's the player, I'm looking at you, I'm gonna get you. So let's at least get a look at rotator in here. I'm gonna scroll through the tags. I assume there's gonna be one that's relevant to the player. That says player. I mean, that seems pretty relevant. So let's make sure we actually stick this on the boss itself so it works. I'm gonna make sure that arrow, gizmo, is facing towards the face or away from the face. So that way it is actually looking in the right direction. I'm gonna put the grid on so that when I drag this gizmo, it'll face, boop, 90 degrees, no worries. All right, let me see how that goes. Okay, That's kind of what's what working is. That's what working is, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what it looks like. Doot, 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 doot. Oh my gosh, that water. Oh wow, so we're still in the water there. Oh man, that's creepy. Oh, this is upsetting. Okay, I like it. No, that's good. That's a good thing. Let's make it bigger. What if it rises out of the water? It's a skull sea monster. Cool. Dope. All right, so it's following the player. That's wonderful. I am not loving the water out here for the sake of, you know, it just doesn't really make sense because you're not really in the water yet, and that just doesn't feel very nice. So let's try to, even though it's gonna look uglier, you know, Ian doesn't make these assets so that you don't have the option to make everything uglier. Like, that's your prerogative. All right, it's totally up to you. Kind of over here, too. It's not that important, but... Okay, so maybe now we can actually stand here and be okay. Great. So, I'm going to save it. I think what I want is the boss to actually rise out of the water, because that's awesome. All right, like, that's really cool. And it'll give us a little starting thing. Let's try to do a cinematic. We've only got 36 minutes left, which isn't great, but whatever. So we could do proxy puppet. Nah, I'd rather do globals. I gotta start developing, you know, a system of things that I do. And I think having a globals chip is one of those. So let's get a camera on here. Camera over here. Badoop, badoop. And I want to see... So maybe we'll start looking at our player. This is us. This is you. I don't know why, but it is. There you go. Super dramatic. I'm going to get a timeline. Drop that in here. Open it up. Let's get a keyframe, a blank one, and then we're going to want a regular one. That is, what is a regular? A non-blank one that we're going to animate. I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to get on the precise move on the grid, so that way we have a little more control that I want. So we pull out. What does that look like? That was maybe a little further than I want. So maybe like right there. I think that's the right camera. I hope that's the right camera. Let me check. Just gonna delete it. Yeah, it was the right one. All right, so it pulls out, and then we can have it stay there for a second. So I'm gonna duplicate this so it's the same keyframe. I'm actually, against some better judgment, gonna color it so I know that it's a repeated one. I don't know, man. So then I want us to go down. This is a lot. We're really going in with the aesthetics here. But it's nice when you have these assets like what Ian is working on or has given us. It makes me want to be more cinematic and thoughtful. Oh, wait, his head isn't going to be there. Because he's gonna fall down. What does that look like? Nothing, because the puppet camera is on. So we have to turn that off. Let's... I assume that's this. Let me turn this up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not the puppet, y'all. Just the camera. So I'm going to try to scope in until I can't scope in no mo. There we go. I don't know how this works. I am concerned. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Literally nothing is different. Okay. That could be the player. So the player controller. My goodness, this is a, oof, we're on the way to a bust here. 33 minutes, oh gosh. A lot of setup. So we want to go to the, well, it shouldn't matter. I feel like we should be able to turn this on and it should become the active one, right? Let's do a timer. Oh my goodness, y'all. What a... You know, we try our best. We really do. Zoop. Okay, does this... Okay, yes, so that works. So fortunately, what works is having the camera receive a signal after the start of the scene. Good enough for me. I'll take it. Let's go. So these positions are not good. We need to fix them. And I will stop. I will stop with all the visual stuff. Just let me do it. Let me do it. Okay, so that's on the ground. And then I'm going to clone it. Joop. Oh my gosh. Delete this. Clone that. Please. Please. Oh gosh. There we go. There we go. Let's see where this is at. And then the only other thing I'll do here is have us turn around to look at the boss. Which is easy said and maybe easy done. I don't know. So we stop there for a little bit. Hang at the bottom. Come on! Dude, trying to do this at an angle is not easy. Dude, why is it not cloning? Am I in edit? I'm in the camera. Bro, I'm like, what is happening? Okay. That's, gotta love that. That's a thing. That does happen. Where you get stuck in camera edit mode. At least it is for me. Alright, so there we go. We have no neck. That's fine. It has to be okay. So there's that. And then let's get one more keyframe or something. One more-ish. I'm going to get into the camera. Is this the right one? I think it is. I think. Is it? Yeah. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to look at the water. All right. And looking at the water, we'll wait and the boss will rise. I'm not going to add all the cool things I'd love to add, like a shaking screen and a rumbling sound. Just don't have time. So we should put this... Let's have the skull be held down by default. Okay? We want it to be down here. I'm actually going to undo that. This is going to be where it is. And then it's going to start down here. Okay. I'm going to put that right in here like that. I'll wait. Go ahead. Take your time. Very good. And so now it should stay under there. And once we get to that part, it shoots up. I'm going to put a blank keyframe so it's a little more gradual. And so we're looking at the camera. You can see it animating. There it is. It turns around. An enemy appears. So we do need to make sure the camera doesn't disappear. I hope that that was sufficient. Oh my gosh, 30 minutes. We're right at halfway. My goodness. Okay, so we look at this. This is our person. We're looking down. We're going around. Jablamo. Ooh. All right. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough. So let's have the camera move a little bit. Oh, that's the monster. Let's have the camera move. Wait, that is the camera. Let's have the camera move a little bit so it actually keeps up with where the monster is going. Okay, great. And then I do think we should hang here for a little bit. Oh, that camera editor, it'll get you. It'll get you. We'll extend this out. I'm going to make sure I got my grid for the timeline on. And what do I need to do? I need to... Oh, I wanted to do one more camera thing, despite thinking maybe I shouldn't. Here we are. Get into the camera. And let's just get closer. And then that's it. I promise. All right. And then we'll go back to the player, of course. Zoop. Clone that. Stick that there. Boom, boom. Let's see what it looks like. Hi. Where's your neck? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Ain't important. Comes up. We see the boss. Not that great. It'll do. It gets it across. The point is gotten way across. Okay. So we do need to go back into the puppet because right now we're still in that camera. So what's going to happen is when... I guess we could just shorten this, and then it should just default back to the camera. Whoa. I don't know what that was. Somehow we moved... Oh, because we haven't turned off the puppet controls. We gotta turn off the puppet controls. So many things. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna clone this keyframe. Make it not be affecting the skull. And then have that turn off the puppet controls wherever they are. Zoop. 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 Okay, so that's only a little risky. So then when we get to this end part, we'll have control again. I'm pretty sure that's how things work. Great, I can't move. We turn around, we see things. There's a monster, and it gives us our controls. Works for me. I don't want the imp, because I take pride in myself, and I just don't want it there. Not to say that you aren't someone who takes pride in yourself if you leave imps where they aren't necessary. All right? I ain't doing it. Okay. This is globals. Great. Now, what do I want to do next? I want to have the boss be attackable, the player be attackable-y. Attackery? Attackery. Goodness gracious. Love how we're just not going to get to see the boss. Yeah, so we're going to not have the cutscene until we're done, because this isn't great. Oh, man. So I love all the problems that come up that I couldn't have anticipated. It's a wonderful thing that maybe means in the future I will anticipate. Hard maybe. So let's turn this off for now. I'm actually going to get a switch so it maybe is a little easier. 25 minutes. Dang. This is the most concerning in terms of getting it done I've ever experienced, but that's okay. So we'll turn it off for now. So the boss is up there, and I'm going to put a trigger zone on the boss, I guess. I don't want to. Let's have it be ranged. I feel like it's going to be a lot easier if we make it ranged attacks. So all you got to do is like press a button, and congratulations, you've attacked. So we will need to get the controller sensor buttons. I almost want to just grab the controller sensor and move it out here. I think that makes sense. Okay, so that's right there. And we're going to want, what, like R2? That's what people like to attack with, right? That's like the attack button. R2 is already doing something. Sorry, not anymore. And I want it to... Really, let's just have it attack. Just directly, right? Just directly attack. That's all I care about right now. And we can have it, like, be mitigated somehow. I don't know how. I guess aiming. I guess aiming is what you do for that. Okay, so that's that. And what do I want it to do? I want it to... I guess we could use a... Let's use a sculpt. I'm going to use a sculpt to determine whether we are... Or... It's a trigger zone. We can just use a trigger zone about whether we're aiming correctly. This is concerning. Because, I mean, if you think about it, like, aiming is... it doesn't switch back to the default camera. Oh, gosh. That's... Why not? Why would it do that? Is that just because we didn't restart it? I don't really understand why it would do that. Oh, because we have to turn this camera off. Oh, my gosh. Okay, where is it? One more reason why your cameras maybe function better on timelines. So I'm going to have this also turn off the timer, which won't let that camera get activated. All right, so, I mean, aiming-wise, it's just going to be wherever you're facing. I mean, you see the feet are moving as we move. Fine. Then we know we can have it pointing straight out, and that will be our aiming mechanism. So I'm going to get another trigger zone. Another. Let's put that directly on the puppet. And I'm going to make it a long cylinder. Or, yeah, I guess a square is fine. A cube, a box. I'm going to make it nice and short. Don't want it too big. And I'm going to make it not that wide, but I'm going to make it super long. Very long. Extend that out. Now you're going to have to be within a certain closeness in order to get that attack to land, right? How do we want to do that? I mean, there should be an indicator, right, that you are close to hitting. I mean, this obviously would be close enough. That's not okay. Okay. I'm going to tuck this in a little bit. 22 minutes. Oh my gosh. What the freaking heck? Oh my gosh. 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 Okay. Oh no. Oh my gosh. It's too, oh my gosh. You have to use the gizmo to shorten it without it being proportionate. It's just great. Okay, cool. So what's it looking for? Well, it probably should be looking for the enemy. So I'm going to have it say detect visible or invisible, and I want that to be foe. We still have to actually label the enemy as a foe. So let's do that. Quick reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, please drop a like. And if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. It makes a huge difference. Once I'm allowed to monetize, if this channel grows enough, once I'm allowed to monetize, the only ad money that I would get are from subscribers who watch the video. So if you subscribe, it's going to help a lot down the line. So thank you if you do. All right, let's pop this open. Yeah, I guess we could just do the group. I'm going to make it foe. And so it should flash green when we click on that. Okay, it did not. This is the right one? It is. Oh, we need it. I always forget this. Label. Got to switch it to label. There we go. All right. So now I want us to be able to know if we're in hitting distance. This is jank. This is straight jank. But what I'm going to do is, didn't they add a target, like a, oh shoot. Let me look it up. Okay, I'm going to look up Tap Giles icon dreams. Oh gosh. I want like a crosshair, right? Let's see if we got that. Cross. It's a cross, yes. What about crosshair? I guess we could just use, maybe it's a tag. Don't tags have that? I thought they did. Yes, kind of. Okay, I'm down here. I'm on the Tap Giles. Okay, here we go. It is target, UI target. Okay, here we go. Whew. UI target. Zoop, 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 zoop. Great. Now we got a target. Awesome. I would like it to be at the end of the trigger zone. That could be done in a lot of really, complicated ways. But we're going to keep it stupid simple. Put it in the scene. This is with the puppet. Yeah. And it is where? Where'd you go? Where are you at? Down here. I'm going to grab it. Zoop. And let's put it. I'm probably going to need to turn rotation on that. We'll just put it like at the end of this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense and you know it. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's just keep it in the scene or on the screen, right? What difference does it make? It doesn't matter. So I'm going to make this centered, not with a background. Center it up like this. Boop, boop. Make it really big. Maybe not all the way center. Maybe like up here. There you go. Oh, this is ridiculous. Let me get in test mode so I can see how that lines up. Oh, this is so ridiculous. Wow. I mean, it seems fine to me. It seems like if you're looking that way, you'll be hitting it. It might be a little off. That's okay. So now we'll say, well, maybe we'll just have it be like gray. Okay. Where is it? Where are you at? Over here? Let's make it gray. Well, we're going to need different colors for different states, right? Let's get a keyframe, and this one is going to be the gray one. If it won't mind opening, thank you. Make it gray. So, like, you aren't using this. You don't have it yet. Good luck. I hope you figure it out. That's that one. I will make it, oh gosh. I will make it white. And then, well, this is the default one, but I think there should be one if you are aiming correctly. Really want to communicate with the player what's supposed to happen, which is my main interest. Great. Lighting up. Maybe it could get a little bigger. Oh, that doesn't look good, so don't do that. And I'm going to make that red. And let's make it blue when you shoot. I don't know. Okay, so we've got those states. Now we're going to have to decide when they get triggered. Now we know that when the trigger zone sees the enemy, we definitely want it to be red. And we want it to be gray pretty much any other time. So I probably should just make it gray by default. I think that makes that makes the most sense. So now this is just gray. Wonderful. And then the blue one, when you shoot, which we've decided is R2, which is this. So let's give it a little time to actually function. I guess what we could do is just hook it directly up there. So like it'll just turn blue. And then if you're in the trigger zone and if the enemy's in the trigger zone and you're hitting R2 and this signal goes through, then in theory, you'll do damage. Okay, 15 minutes. I was like, should I do a node? Probably not, but like, what if I wish I did? Here we go. I'm still going through and editing the old ones, and I gotta say, like, I discover things that I'm like, oh, I wish I would have known that sooner before I did my last jam, so I could not do it. That's okay. All right. The damage is on the boss right here. So let's see how that goes. So we've got an inexplicable crosshair. Oh, we got it. We can hit this. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see if that brought the health down. Please let it. Yes. Okay, sweet. Good, good, good. There's some problems. I don't like a lot of it. Don't care. So here's what we're going to do. Let me save it. Man, this is a wacky game. I mean, we're going to need, I think to make it difficult, not just the water, the boss is, of course, going to need to be attacking. That's a pretty important component. So let's sort that out. All right. So attacking. We see it right. So let's make a health bar so we know how we're doing. We could do it in a creative way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's say that more things that are like destructive happen to the skull. So like the most extreme could be like, I don't know. I don't even know. What a destroyed skull looks like? That's what I know as a destroyed skull. Checks out. Look at that. Looks correct to me. Looks totally correct. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's this new neatness thing. There was an update that dropped yesterday and lets you make that neater. I don't think that helps us, but you know what? Let's do it. Just in the spirit of new things. Maybe it could even get like all like you know, big things are happening and it's dying. Maybe red, right? Isn't that what like Zelda always did? Like it's like like super angry. That's that'll be its thing. Maybe we could even shrink it. Yeah. Oh God, we forgot about its teeth. So it like gets even smaller, which would make it harder if you think about it. All right. So this is the extreme of it. I'm gonna take the counter progress output. Now, this is going to output a value between 0 and 1, depending on what percentage of this counter is full. Now, it's already full, so I'm going to want to do something to make sure that we have the opposite value set up. The good thing about NOT gates is they love values between 0 and 1, so it's going to reverse that perfectly. Let's put that up on the keyframe, and that'll be our health bar. So what does the boss do? The boss can attack. How does the boss attack? The boss, well, we're going to want to know that the boss is about to attack us. So I'm going to put down a timeline, and we'll have the default state. When it's about to attack, maybe it can like glow, not red, because that's apparently what it does when it dies. Didn't think that one through. So I kind of wish it had eyes. Maybe we could give it eyes. All right, I'm gonna do that. Sorry to desecrate it, Ian, but it must be done. I think we're in that group, hopefully. Let's get a sphere. Drop it right on there. All right, that's terrifying. Perfect. Just the way I like it. All right, we'll keep it one sculpt. Oh, I hate that. Oh, this is so upsetting. Wait, what if, I know, 11 minutes, believe me. What if we make this white? Oh, gosh. All right, put that here, and then we do spray paint, so that way we don't have to worry about it not looking like an eye, because that's an eyeball, can't you tell? Look at that. That's the eyeball. If you don't think that's the eyeball, you're bugging. That's the eyeball. Oh, God, I hate it. Oh, it's so scary. Okay. Sweet. Oh, gosh. All right, and then we're going to want to make those... make those eyes change color when it's attack time. Good golly. So let's have it like gradually get like more a color. I mean, I have to say it should be red. Like that just makes sense, right? So unfortunately, that's gonna have to be the case. Maybe instead of red for its like death, we can make it none of these make sense. Okay, fine. I'll leave it as red. Jeez. Or maybe we could try black. I don't know. All right, so it turns red when it's starting to do its attack. That'll be a nice long buildup, so we have time to know. And maybe we could even have like a warning. I'm gonna try to record something. I tried recording something on Patreon when I was streaming over there last night, and the record wasn't working. It like wasn't recording. So we'll see if we can get it to work this time. It's a risk. 10 minutes. Nope. I don't know what's up. Is that a bug? What's going on? All right. So no recording for us. So we're just gonna have to go find something. Pew. Just give me a pew. Give me a pew. I don't know. Seems right. Yeah, great. Awesome. Dope. So, this is not a great sound. Let's see if we can drag it out. And maybe just give it like an this is so ridiculous. Give it like a really obnoxious delay. Okay. That's dumb. Maybe we can have it like increase in volume. It's a little silly, I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't make a lot of sense. This is kind of cool. All right, that'll have to do. And then for the fire, it can be at the end of this, and we'll just make it, you know, a little different. So let's give it a higher pitch, perhaps. No delay, just really regular. Let's see what that sounds like. Pretty funny. Okay, so there's that, and that will be the end. I think it should be a little louder. And that's the attack. So we're also going to want a signal to go out that attacks the player. How does the player know how much health they have? I don't know. Somehow. So every time it gets to this point, it'll hurt the player. So really it's, I mean, we could have it be you can protect yourself, but I don't know that we have time to enjoy that. So it might just be I don't know. You just don't know. Where's the health? Oh, proxy puppet. Oh, okay. So we gotta wait to get through the... Okay, there we go. Oh, gosh. No! Oh, no! These were precious seconds. And they're gone. They're never coming back. So this is gonna hurt the player every time that happens. Okay? And... so we'll get increasingly more red. Not my favorite, but it'll have to do. This will play once, whenever it does. And when does it, and why does it? I don't know. We could say, we do have this look at rotator. Let's get a laser scope. And let's say if the player is within a certain range, right? Here's the boss. That's not really the boss. This is the boss. Whatever. It'll have to do. Move that, flip it, so it's doing some things. We want this to look for the player, look for tag, player. Now it says it finds it. Okay. Seems strange. Not sure I understand why it's being like that. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess I don't have time to puzzle that out. Let me make it short and see if it comes on. What the heck? If we get closer. I don't think it will. Yeah, I'm just... Oh, well, if you get super close. But we would like it to be not that close. I just want it to go off. And then go on. Oh, nice. Check it out. Sweet. Great. So when this goes off, where is it? When this goes off, it's going to initiate an attack. And it can't initiate another attack until the last one is done. So let's get a selector. And when it, when it detects, we'll switch to B. And that will give this a pulse. Since we set the timeline to go off once, all it needs is a pulse, and it will be good to go. So there's that. It sees the player. It'll switch to B. If it's already in B, it can't switch to B again. Get switched once, can't get switched again. So that's just going to have to be fine. And then when this ends the timeline, we'll say now you can start another attack if you're close enough. Okay, so there's that. Does this hurt the player? I think it does. The player doesn't have any way to get health. That's just the way it is. Maybe the water gives health, but you know what? Nobody knows that. Something I need to do is actually make the boss weaker. So let's make the boss... Oh. Let's make... Look at that. Ah! Okay, let's give the boss... I just don't really know how hard it's going to be. We'll say 10. All right, 10 hits. You gotta hit it 10 times. And then what happens? Well, when this is empty, you need to win. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. So let's say, boop doop 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 doop. You won. You won. Yay. And then let's put that up here in a way that's visible. Boop. 4 minutes remain. 4 minutes if you are joining us for a 1 game in 1 hour jam challenge. You only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Wiki 4 minutes. So there is that. We will say that if this equals 0, then you won. So let's get a calculator. Close that. Badoom, chickababa, rip, rip. And we're going to say equal to 0. Plug that right in there. And if that's true, you won. Congratulations. And the game can stop. So I'm going to actually have the character not be controllable anymore either. So I will plug this into a NOT gate, whether or not the boss is dead. And then we'll put that, I guess, into the controller sensor. Oh gosh, here we go again. Sometimes if you're like trying to move the camera in edit mode while you're in front of an in-scene microchip, it gets messy. So here we go. Let's do what? Oh, off. Yeah, so just turn it off. That's the end of that. And then we'll say after a certain amount of time, 8.7 seconds, it's going to exit the level. And then congratulations. Oh. And we're going to want a door to help us get out of the level, as one does. Oh my. And we'll say that when this is done, we're out. Okay, now, what if you lose? So we'll come to our proxy puppet chip down here, and we will say, you died. You really did. And similarly, we'll just get really just all the same stuff, right? We don't really need anything different. So we'll say that when this is 0, you're going to turn off the player puppet controls. We'll just use the same wire from the other one. 2 minutes remain. 2 freaking minutes remain. What the monkey? Okay, so there's that. Wonderful. Super good. We need to actually plug that into that so it pops up at the right time. And it also exits us. We don't need a different one. Okay, now, as far as scoreboard goes, I mean, oh, geez, we don't have enough time. I just don't think there's a scoreboard for this one. I mean, it's fine. So what happens? Here we are. We're playing a game. We're running around. Okay, but we don't know if we're attacked. We need to see our hit points. Maybe for the boss, we don't. But for us, we got to see it. So let's make it happen. I am going to... We're going to use a... it looks like a 5-minute extension kind of jam. Let's just put some text. Oh God, what am I doing? Okay, let's just do. Fine, I'll just do this. All right, there you go. 20 is too many. Sorry. And then we'll have this. We're doing a 5-minute extension. You can be sure. It's just the norm now, which doesn't really make sense. That's okay. 30 seconds. With a 5-minute extension pending. Maybe if we make this like, I mean, it's not gonna be a heart. Like, it's just not. I wish I could make it a heart. I guess you could put a heart next to it. Oh, but we don't have time. All right, whatever. All right, so we are almost super way out of time. We're gonna take a 5-minute extension, all right? 5 minutes starting now, 5-minute extension. So let's get this, and we'll say HP, or your HP. For the boss, you just have to guess. Deal with it. Your HP. Zoop. Oh gosh. Get all this out of here. 5-minute extension. Currently, 5-minute extension is what we're experiencing in our life. It's totally fine. Everybody's fine with that. Okay. So there's this, your HP. Super great. Now what happens? Great, so we come here. I didn't... Oh, shoot. All right. Checks out. It's pretty bad, but it works. And then we can attack it too. So let's try to attack it. I'm sure we could spam it to death. Hell yeah, we can. But in the end, it should disappear. So where's the boss HP? We do want it to ultimately disappear. What's that going to be like? I guess we could just have it shrink until it's invisible. I mean, come on, it kind of works. All right, so we'll do that. And then we'll say in the... How do we do this? Oh, so let's say that if it is... We have 4 minutes left, 3.5 minutes left with our extension. So if we have it be less than, if it's less than 50% left, so 0.5 is what is going to be read from the count progress. If that is less than 0.5, then we want to start gradually, oh gosh, I didn't think that super through, because, let's just do that. And then we'll do it like that. And we'll say, I need a node. I can't explain it. I can't explain it while I do it. I'm going to use a node as an AND gate. And the AND gate will open if... if that is true. There's the gate. 3 minutes remain. So we're going to want to... what? We're going to want to have the signal from the NOT gate. We could use a signal manipulator to make it more accurate, but you know what? This is okay. We'll make sure this takes a while to get started up, and it should just kind of disappear as we kill it. Oh, but there's not, it's not red. Wait, why is it not red? Why is it not red? Uh-oh. Why is it not red? Where is the puppet? Puppet trigger zone. Okay, it sees it. It sees it, but it's not making it red? Maybe... oh, wait. Oh, that's the right one. I see. Okay, so that trigger zone is sticking straight out. Oh, because it's smaller. Oh, come on. That's not fair. Oh. Oh. Okay, so let's make it a little wider, so there's a better chance that you'll hit it. Okay, but it needs... the crosshair needs to line up. You know, I'm sorry, but it does. This is pretty obnoxious. You know it is. Okay. So now it's a little better, and we can kill the thing. I won! Let's restart it and see if it... see, now it's not detecting it because it's... oh gosh. Let's make it a little bigger, because it's just more important that it actually works, I think, than if it is, like, perfectly perfect, you know? Okay, so that's pretty good. Bring it down, 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 bring it down. You won. Great, awesome, I love it. Easiest game ever. But it's a game! It's a game! All right, let's save it. And this is going to be what? Skull Boss Mountain Rescue. I mean, that checks out. That's not that bad. We have 1 minute. 1 minute on the 5-minute extension. 1 minute, and then we're done. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. All right, let's get this in a dream. Come up here to send to, add to Dreamer Collection. We want it in a dream. Start fresh, stamp it in. We're gonna want an exit, so that way it actually leaves the game. Boop. Save. Skull. Shoot him, skull. Shoot him, skull boss. Shoot him, skull boss. Shoot him, skull boss. It's just the truth. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. We're done. Time is up. Yes, it conveniently aligned with exactly when I was ready. And that is just the corruption that exists in hyper game dev land. And I apologize. Woo! Woo! You know, that went pretty well. I mean, it's you know, it's not a game with like particularly interesting mechanics, but I mean, it's like a game. Oh, we forgot to turn the intro back on. Well, that's okay. That has to be okay. Wow, this is the easiest game anyone's ever made. But that's okay. It's not about how hard the game is yet. Maybe someday I'll be able to think about that. But right now, yeah, no. Nope. All right. Woo! Now, it's time to find out, check up a chat, and find out what y'all did. Which is very exciting. Gosh, what the monkey? I'm just gonna let it, like, attack me. Like, it's not even hard. It's the easiest game. That's all right. That's okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Mr. Fu was in the house. It has been so long. Indeed. No longer stream because your internet is terrible. I'm so sorry. I saw you streaming, and I catch it sometimes. And I mean, I see how that could be true. I hope that gets sorted out. I hope that gets sorted out for you soon. A puppet in the big collection. Oh, Ian, I tried. Attack on Skull Mountain. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, Brown in the house. Zachary says they're annoying because you have to make 2 walls, the invisible one and the visible one. Oh, interesting. I see how that could make sense in some situations. Cerberus Jin in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So we got a roguey game. Woo! All right. So that's 1. Let me see. If it doesn't record sound, save and exit? Really? So it's like a workaround. So maybe it is a bug. Huh. Hot tip. Thank you. It's happened to you. Okay. Good to know. Entertaining to watch. All right. Let's see what Rogie made. I'm also not getting it hurt at all. Because since the range that the skull sees is only when you're close, but the range of the opponent or the player is further... Dude, it doesn't even see you. It attacks you once, and you're good. You know, it's a game. I'm calling it a game. Game! And then after 9 seconds, yeet us out of here. All right. You know, could be worse. All right, let's see what Rogie made. Before we do that, did you know that Ian St. Artist himself actually made a game jam entry last week, but because of some time zone things, we didn't quite get it lined up right. So we're gonna actually check that out right now. You may have noticed, look at all these Ian St. Artist things we're gonna get to check out. I can't wait. Ian shared SurvivEscape Lost. I think this is for the dev share. I don't know where Ian's... I feel like he did send it to me, but I lost it. Let's see if he put it in his... And look, I wouldn't blame you. If you don't put this in your list of stuff, I won't blame you. All right, let's just look at Rogie's first, and then we'll hear from Ian, and we'll see if we can... the spire climb. Ah! Really? That's what you made? Oh, wow. It's right here. It's literally... It's right there. I saw Spire Climb, and I was like, what is this? Yo, you made this for the jam! 51 thumbs up! That is by far the most popular 1-hour game jam we have had. Holy moly. Percy made one too. Yay! Percy made one! We got one from Percy, we got one from Rogie, and we have this from... Now, this is from last week. Last week, the prompt was SurvivEscape. And it was a little more specific than that. What was it? I don't know. Escaping. Being hurt and escaping. That was the prompt. So let's see what Ian's game turned out like. Wow. Wait. Okay. I'm not mad if you updated it. Literally, that's fair. You didn't even update it. Dang. All right, let's go. Goal. Summit without falling to your death. So you will die. And before it reaches 75, I love that. It's 75. It's 75. That's the number. It's not 100. It's not 10. It's 75. I love that. Oh, this is great. So now we're just so the game is you need to climb. It explains it very clearly right at the beginning. And the time pressure. The time pressure, I think, is really a key element that makes it a game. It's a game. It's a game! Yeah, the timer, because it puts that pressure, oh, I gotta hurry up. Oh, and it's stressful. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Here we go. We're gonna say this does fit the theme. And look, the theme isn't a big deal. We'll say that's why it's not 100. It would have been 100 if you were healthy. But because the prompt was if you're injured or you have to be injured and escape, since that was the prompt, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's not 100 because you're already injured. And now we lost. So let's see what happens. Too slow. Nice font choice. Hey, this is great. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So who did it? Whoa. Interesting. So scoreboard stuff might have been tricky. So I'm probably on here then. It's just if you play it. Oh no, I'm not. You do have to actually do a good job. Okay. So you get on there, I guess, if you actually do it. I'm gonna give it one more try. One more try. I'm like in it. Like, let's go. Let me summit this spire. Dip, 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 dip. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's an interesting concept. Like, I wonder, Ian, how much you... I mean, so, okay, so here's what I like about this. It's possible that you just kind of stamped in an already made mountain. I don't think you did, but maybe you did. In theory, right? You could just stamp it in, drop in the puppet, and have it just be able to jump up there and call it a day. And there you go. And that's, I think, what makes this such a great 1 hour game, because it seems very straightforward, but it has an ingenuity that makes it fun and makes it interesting. It doesn't feel like a game made in 1 hour. It really doesn't. And look at how beautiful. And you get to see this gorgeous stuff. So I am not good enough to win. Wait. Go. Go. Man, I was hoping I would at least fall to my death. At least let me see myself fall to my death. Let me enjoy that. Let me get that. Yeah. Whee! Oh, look at that. So it doesn't count against your time. You actually just come back. That's impressive. Well done, Ian. That is awesome. So that was from last week. That was a game made in 1 hour by Ian St. Artist. Do not get it twisted. Ian is more than an environmental asset creator. Ian has the mind of a dev. Love to see it. All right. We'll need to add this in for last week. So I'm going to drop that in the collection. Sudden Dev. Oh, that's episode 3. Nope. This was episode 4, I think. All right. Or was it 6? I don't even know where we are anymore. I might add this after the stream. It's getting confusing. Sudden Dev episode 5. That makes more sense. That checks out. Great. So we'll put this here. We had one from Danny Conca. Ah, yes. Dreamiverse Dash, where Connie was injured. Connie started out with Connie would get a broken leg as you tried to play the level, and then it would affect your gameplay. It was cool. All right. Let's type this up here. And we're gonna not have done that wrong because I know what I'm doing. I just type in things. I want to say, if you are following Dream's updates and stuff, you may have noticed that a text modifying related update dropped yesterday. You know, I gotta say, it can't be used, basically, outside of... Yeah, we're just not going to worry about it. It cannot be used outside of text displayers. So if you want to use the new features that they added, you're going to have to keep that in text displayers, which is it's not disappointing because, I mean, they added something new. Now you can put more colors in your text displayers. I don't know why you'd want to. I'm a little confused about the whole thing, but you can do it. I guess so you can have multiple colors within the same text displayer is sort of the big advantage. But none of that works outside of text displayers. Keeping it real. All right. So I don't know who came through first. It looks like it was Chic. So let's check out Chic, aka Percy's Meow Jump. Yes. It was gorgeous. Wasn't that gorgeous? And Ian... Okay, wait, let me go back before we move on. Ian says that it should take a few tries. Okay. The background is an element, but the mountain is made in an hour. Dang! Okay, you have actually teased me into doing it one more time. You said a few tries! I only did 2, and everyone knows few is 3. Multiple colors, and you can use hex codes for the color. Right. That's true. Right, so you can make it, like, branded. You could brand your stuff in Dreams. 3 tries. 3 tries is the way. Oh, gosh. I mean, I'm gonna take that, Ian, as you saying, I was close. And now, I'll be okay. Oh! So I'm really impressed that you made this, because, I mean, look. It has clearly this, like, circular spiral going up there with, like, a ledge. Oh, gosh. No, Ian, I can't do this. Oh, God, I got set so far back. I was close. Man. Yeah, it does. It looks super sick. Absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't agree more, Sheik. Wow. So, if you thought that Lee's might be good at games, yeah, you're wrong. Lee's is not good at games. Oh, I got close this time. I feel like that's the one that gets me. But I like that. I like that you have that. You have progression, right? It's not just a level that, or it's not just a mountain with an edge. You have it get more difficult near the end. I tried my best. All right, now let's check out Sheik made Meow Jump. Prompt is not important. It's just for fun. So, ain't no thing. Wow, what the heck? This looks cool. Look at the colors and the lighting. This looks awesome. This looks like Skyrim. Okay. Hey! We know that music. That is Insane Artist's, like, main theme. Right there. Well done. So much for not getting the prompt. The prompt was time. Guys, I didn't even remember the prompt I gave, and remember how I didn't follow it? Guys, I just realized I didn't follow the prompt at all. It's too stressful. We'll say the time element was, it was an hour. That was the time element. I tried. Okay, so, hey, ain't no thing, Sheik. I forgot to. All right. We got controls. Left swipe, right swipe. Hold to run, jump, and sit. All right, very nice Dreamiverse puppet. Good choice. We're walking around. The name says it's called Meow Jump. So let's make sure I know how to jump. Square. We're running around. It's beautiful. What the heck? Oh, it's a volcano. Okay. Well, that's still bad, because you can still die from a volcano. But I thought maybe something worse was happening. Ooh, cats don't like water. Hey! As someone who can be unreasonably pet peeved by water that kills you for no reason, I'm gonna have to give it to you on this one. Because cats don't like being in water. It explains itself. Well done. Okay, so here we're really getting into the jumping. That was just warm up. Now we've got to take it very serious. Now it does say you can hold to run. So I wonder if I can do a faster jump or a further jump. Look at this. I mean, these mechanics are really making me think, right? It's like, how are you going to get there? Which combination of buttons are you going to use to get across? Very nice. That's an impressive element that I'm going to need some practice to get better at. Okay, X. To run. Hold it down. Look at that cat go. Intrepid. Intrepid feline. I think this time is the one. I really do. Unless Sheik pulls some Insane Artist Spire stuff and it gets harder at the end. Ah! Oh gosh. Okay. Hold X to run. Okay, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Oh no! You made a game. You made a game. I know because I keep losing. Well done. Total game. Total game. Dang, this is... You know what else I love about this, Sheik? There is just, like, ambiance. There's vibe. And it reminds me of a lot of the stuff that you work on, actually, like color scheme wise. This feels very Percy. Yep. What? Okay, we're fine. We got this. It is it's tricky, like holding down. Okay, we got it. This is the one. And that is an asset from Ian. Probably all of these are, I assume, but except for the cat. But this is another classic Ian St. Artist asset. This is beautiful. You really let your imagination show here, and I love that Ian's assets can do that, can open up that imagination. Yes. And yes! Awesome. Well done. Super game. Dang. Well done. Wow. That was amazing. Let's see what Rogies is like. Dang, that was good. Wow. And Percy, I keep noticing, and then look, if this isn't the case in the future, that's fine. But every entry that you've done so far, it's better. Like, what does better mean? It's like they become more and more like what a conventional game is, which is really impressive. I think that that's part of what makes it such a cool jam, is that maybe we can see what people are learning over time. Really, really cool. All right, let me get into the chat. Good work. Made it to Portal. Yeah. I actually won that one. Mount Rainier. Ian's just like, I know that. What's up, Insane? Good to see you. You're learning a lot with these. Really? That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Thank you for saying that. Dev jams are so helpful. Oh, you guys. You guys, I'm not supposed to get emotional while I'm streaming. Thank you. Because some people are just like, that's too fast. Try it. If you think it's too fast, just try it. Because you will surprise yourself. I guarantee it. Every Friday, 9 p.m. UTC, I will be hosting these jams. All right, we got one more. This is from Rogie. Ian St. Artist Sudden Dev Jam. Whoa, Bluebird. That's the epic name. Okay, inspiration. It does look pretty. Wow. And something about Rogie. Rogie makes the most interesting stuff because I don't know how to explain it, but Rogie's imagination is just unparalleled. I mean, what is happening here? I love it. So I am in the way tremendously. So I'm just going to get out of the way real quick. Bye-bye. Forward. Great. Forward is R2. Oh, look. We're the bird. We're a little bird. How fun. What a good way to get around, like having... It's like representative, right? It's not like the best bird flying asset anyone's ever seen. But we get it. I'm going to restart it. Aim with L and R. And then the UI is there. All right. Okay. So we've got rings. Whoa. You see what I mean? This is so unique. Okay. What the heck? This is very peaceful. You found that water sign quick. Good job. It's very peaceful. Oh, look. So when I use R stick, you can see we're pointing up or down. And it's actually really obvious with the cube. It kind of makes it easier to tell. And then with the L stick, it's left and right. So it's kind of like you have to learn to coordinate these two sticks simultaneously in order to get a desired result. That's pretty cool. And then R2 actually is like confirming, let's go. All right, nice. Well, so the game is like go through the rings, right? And the mechanics give it this like extra layer of challenge where it becomes almost like a thesis. I don't know. Okay, I gotta start over. This is hard! Okay, here we go. It's not hard like it should be easier. Yeah! Did you see that? It said you scored a point even though there's no scoreboard. Respect. Okay, so it's like inverted up. Oh my gosh. This is impressive. So is this you made your own puppet? I think this is the first time you used your own puppet. Well done. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't know where the rings are. It's a tough game. It's a tough game. But I would expect no less from Rogi. Oh, Coffee Stand. Hey, good to see you. Yes, I am back, Coffee Stand. I'm streaming on YouTube at 9 p.m. UTC. That's Universal Time Coordinated. Yeah, every Friday I'll be here doing a game jam and then something else after. I hope I see you around. Good to see you. Not on Twitch, though. I'm on YouTube now. What the heck? I mean, I enjoy it. Like, because it looks so pretty, I really enjoy it. It's peaceful. Dude, that's a lot of rings! So in theory, you could sort of just go as far as you could. You know, and that would make sense for scores, right? Either you get a bunch because you committed to this tricky concept. Well, I'm getting better at it. Yep. Yeah, you scored a point. That's a really nice compromise too, by the way. And I think that speaks to what game devs need to keep in mind. I mean, the reality is, especially if you're working at a company or you're trying to, you know, keep your employees paid, sometimes you just have to like make some decisions you don't want to have to make. And, you know, you said, look, I'm not going to get a scoreboard in there, but I'm at least going to communicate somehow that you did something. Okay, if I want to turn around, I have to actually, like, manually do it. It's really fun. I feel like, Rogi, this could be almost like a Jankbot style game. Like, it really has it makes me want to be good at it, right? It gives me that feeling of, oh, this is tricky, but it's right here. I almost got it. Oh, but I'm so close. I think you could really take this somewhere. I'm going to try one more. I'm going to try to get one more. Let's go for this one out here. Oh wait, the high ones are hard. Maybe I'll just do this one. Wait, we'll do this one. It's kind of nice that there's multiple options, so if I mess it up, we'll be okay. All right. I do suck at this game. It's a great game, total game. I'm not gonna try to torture myself any longer because at the end of the day, Lise isn't good at games, but she likes to make them. Awesome work, Rogi. Awesome work. Total game. Yay. All right. So I think that's all.